Hello everyone! Greetings petrolheads, hello gamers, nerds, or just other people who just want entertainment or just want to know something about automation or cars in general. Welcome to my stream today. Um, so I'm gonna wait for a couple of people here to join and we are gonna be building some custom cars today. I don't really know yet what kind of car. Adjusting the position on my webcam. Okay. Yes, that's better. Okay. Good. So there are new body shells, and one of which is no, that one's already been in there. This one. Excuse me, why is this so large? Oh my god. Also, what is this? I haven't built a car with this one yet. Hey, it's Mario! How's it going? Wait, what's the difference between this and that? Oh, okay. So this is basically full-on racer, isn't it? Oh, it's a convertible too. Yeah. It's a convertible. Let's go. Hey Cody, how's it going? So this is a new body shell that has been added, I think, today. And of course, like, we're just gonna go and fill out the arches a little bit. So we want really wide tires and whatnot. Good man, just texting girl and you. Ah, okay. I see. Yeah, I'm doing fine. You know what? Actually, something. This is completely unrelated to the game or just cars in general, but. I've been reading the news recently, okay, and you know, in 2015 has been a year where usually the media was completely just flooded with articles on refugees, and those articles are gone. There's no more such articles about refugees. Instead, now they're writing about IS terrorists. But isn't that kind of the same thing for Austria? Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I feel sorry and I feel bad for the people who really need help. Okay, but like, there's always been two sides of the argument. One side has been we can't afford the hospitalities, we can't afford the food for them, we can't afford this, we can't afford keeping them here and whatnot. And the other side was, but they're so poor, they need help. I mean, I understand both sides. Okay. But honestly, how poor can you be if you can afford a trip from Syria across an entire continent to the middle of Europe? Like, I can't afford the trip from Austria to Syria, and yeah, honestly, the trip back, because unlike those people, I would like to go back to my home country, but they don't. So. It would only be a one-way ticket. But in any case, I'm not a person to joke about stuff like that, because whenever somebody Austrian says something about people from other countries in general, we are automatically accused of being a Nazi, because Adolf Hitler was born in Austria, and of course, he still lives on in all of our Austrian hearts. I mean, I should point out that I was being sarcastic because, you know, otherwise police might come to my house and arrest me for saying what I just said. I mean, just imagine going to prison, okay, and talking to your inmates, being like, what have you done? Why are you imprisoned? And one would be like, I stabbed somebody in the back, and the other would be like, I raped a 3-year-old child, and then what have you done? And you would be like, well, I made a terrible joke. Just imagine that situation. It's just anyway. Let's maybe focus on automation for a little bit, shall we? But that's just something I had to say. Okay. In any case. Okay. Actually, what year do we want to build this in? Because this is a 90s body. What year do we build this in, actually? We go for 2004 or something? Which is when, you know, this sort of car was kind of making it onto the roads. This kind of looks like a Ferrari grille, doesn't it? Just without the chrome. I like it though. Good. So now let's give this thing some fog lights, perhaps. And then, right. Something like this. Acting, you know, if he is southerner and not accused of being a racist. The aspect of it, I look sorry, and it looks amazing. You know what? In order to cover the holes that we created by, you know, placing this bonnet hump, I think what we do is we put down some of these. Actually, this way they look pretty nice. Or should we just mirror them? No, just leave them as they are. Yes, that looks mean. Alright. Let us put a badge like on here, and then that is probably the front done, unless we also want some vents on here. But that would be more the side, I would say, not really front anymore. Let's just done something like this. Yeah, okay. Good. Looks kind of like a stretched out Viper. Kind of, yes, actually. I think this part with these humps between the or behind the rear window, with that it looks like a Koenigsegg or a Porsche Carrera GT. Yeah, and of course we need some door handles. And being 2004, we also need side indicators, which we wouldn't need, you know, in 1961 or something. But then this body wouldn't be available. So that's big enough. Okay, first of all, like a rear like this is just a big old invitation to put a massive wing on there like this. That's just what it's there for, right? That's why it's so big. This wing, even though it's massive, still doesn't look like... I like it, where can I buy it? um, but, you can actually download this this body shell on the Steam Workshop. It's been added, I think, today. And then just kind of go ham on it. Hi Blazers! How's it going? I wonder what it is. This rear end is kind of fair and square, shall we say? Alright, this just gave me an idea. I'm gonna insert a couple of taillights here. You know what? I'm gonna choose those with the black borders. And then I'm gonna go ahead, clone this one, make an indicator from it. Oh, well, that didn't work. You should paint it yellow and call it Viper Square. Why would it have to be yellow for that? I don't get it. Well, actually, this sort of taillight design is more 90s like, isn't it? It doesn't really it doesn't really look 2000-ish, does it? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place these right here, make them a little bit shorter. Viper Square. That would be where that would be the place in New York where everybody will talk about this car. That would be the Viper Square. I just want to say that I hope you will have a nice 2016 and hopefully pass the 5K or 10K. Oh my god. Thank you for such a nice comment, and I hope you will have a wonderful 2016 too. Of course I hope for like 5,000 subscribers, 10,000 subscribers, whatever, but in reality, first of all, I gotta reach the 1,000. But the man can dream, right? The man can dream. And let us put some quad exhaust on this thing. And some braking lights down here somewhere. Righty. Do these taillights look like 2004? They don't really. Do they? As long as you keep on making videos, you should have no problems reaching 1K. Yeah, I've been kind of stagnating at, you know, between 800 and 850 for like 1.5 months, maybe 2. That's kind of, well, I'm not gonna say I'm sad about it or anything. I'm not losing subscribers really, but like there's not really been much progress recently, which always gets me thinking. It almost gets me thinking like I'm doing something wrong. But in any case, let us take this special day, last day of the year. I will create 100 fake accounts and subscribe. You don't have to do that, please. Let's make it yellow for real though. Or orange, or bright green, or something ridiculous like that. That right there, that is pure aggression. River Drive, and of course, how could it not be? We're gonna fit a V12 in here because this engine bay is large, like really large. 4 valves per cylinder. Let's give it VVL to be kind of, yeah, kind of futuristic. Not really in 2004 anymore. Like VVLs, the kind of systems have been, you know, discovered, have been popularized, if you will. You know what? Let's make this a 7 liter, because fuck it, why not? And this thing is gonna be just an absolute monster, as you would expect. High quality parts, VVTM all cams, and then we want a pretty aggressive VVL profile. I'll leave the cam profile for now, we'll tweak that later. And we don't have turbos yet. Yes, a man can dream. I saw this Legacy made video. Completely rebuilt the truck, but it cost around $265,000 US, but they are so nice. You gotta send me that link to that video or something. If it's on YouTube, you gotta send me that on, I don't know, Twitter or per email or something. I want to watch that actually. With that, we are selecting a throttle per cylinder configuration. Super unleaded fuel, because you know we need, like, nothing gets an engine pumping as well as, you know, a good bit of fuel octane, and nothing gets a man's heart pumping a lot more than a good engine. So that's one thing. We are gonna make just stupid amounts of power. Yes. First run 709 horsepower. Okay, let's increase this a little bit. We need slightly lower. Let's say that. Okay, well that is. $750? 750 horsepower is a nice number, isn't it? 751 is even better, of course. And also we need quality in the head section, because we are making valve fluid. What? That just gave us plus 20 and 21 horsepower. Holy crap. Well, okay. 782. Have you ever done a challenge where you had to build an engine creating as little power as possible but it cannot break down? When you're making as little power as possible, then the engine is not going to break down, because, you know, why would it? 815. Uh, an engine creating as little power as possible. Well, I don't see the point of that, but no, to answer the question, no, I have not done one such challenge yet. 823, let's see if we can get to 825. Yes, we can. There we go. So that is a 7-liter naturally aspirated V12 going to 8,000 RPM, making 825 horsepower. That's a good thing to start the stream with, right? That's the proper thing here. It's gonna be a 6-speed single clutch. Way to go, me. A big stroke, but my recent engines have been more boring and stuff. Yeah, of course. There's always positives and negatives, right? There's always the advantage of having a big bore is that you can rev the engine out higher, but it will have valve float, at least to have a better chance of getting valve float, which you don't want. Whereas higher stroke means better early torque and also less valve float, but you can't rev it as high. I thought it would just be funny to see a 10 horsepower engine struggling to drive around the racetrack. Well, it would get around eventually. It would get around. But that might just be me. Three 95mm rear tires. Two 75s should be fine in the front, I think. 21-inch rims. Because why the fuck not? Magnesium rims too. And then, oh, we only have vented discs here. So we are gonna use quite a large diameter. We can always tweak that later. A downforce under tray is pretty much, you know, the thing we have to choose. We'll worry about brake airflow later. I'm gonna give this thing a little bit of quality in the aerodynamics section. Because we want to go fast, right? Sport interior. No entertainment. Some traction control is on. No, we do need ABS though, and no power steering. And I guess we might as well throw traction control in there, but it doesn't need stability control. I think this is gonna be like V driving machine. Standard 90 safety to save weight. Active sport. We're gonna tweak that later. No entertainment because drag car. Yeah, exactly. Okay. How's this baby? Oh, that's actually way tamer than I was expecting. So we can go ham on this, and we can also reduce the front tire width, or the rear tire width rather. Increase it on the front. Oh no, it's oversteering. The engine sound will be your entertainment. Exactly. Yeah. We don't have brake fade. So how low can we go if we go with like 70 on the pad type? That is still fine. That is still fine. That's still fine. Still oh no, now we have brake fade. There it is. Is barely not following out. Now I'm gonna put some quality into the suspension. And oh well, that'll make it oversteer actually, or kind of oversteer at least. Tom will be picking up girls in this car. Like, hey baby, I got a V12 for you. It isn't my engine. Wait, what? I don't get that. Okay. Yeah. In 2004, an acceleration of 2.9 seconds would be kind of crazy. Hey Echo Redline, how's it going? Yeah, effort track. Oh. One 10.8 in a freaking, well, not really road car, but rather a track car, but road legal car. 110.8. That is just absolutely silly. And it's not even that expensive. Economy is, well, not worth talking about in this car. Neither are the running costs, to be honest. Drivability should be though. How can you increase the drivability? Obviously, like adding power steering, for example. That moment when he didn't get the joke was really funny. Well, yeah, but how can you compare your penis to a V12 engine? I don't get that. Does it have 12 12 pistons that are moving up and down? Is it shaped like a V? I don't understand. It's okay. It's okay, let's not argue any further. Big, powerful, wow. 12 inches. I don't want to see this thing accelerate for a long time. That 0 to 200 is just nuts. Yeah, in 6th gear it's kinda running out of power, but that is totally fine. Oh wait, active wing doesn't even give us that much more top speed. Oh, it does. Fully clad under tray perhaps. Yeah, that gives us more top speed. Even with no downforce here, we're only reaching 330. Some more quality in the transmission will help us. Um, 333, that's still not really where I'd like to be. So we remove the active wing and then kind of just remove the downforce here. Yeah, for just raw top speed, that is actually better. $339, $340. It's still, you know, on the same level as a Murcielago, which is not bad, but you know, with this much power, you'd expect a little bit more. Oh yeah, now we can also give this some longer gearing. Did that help? No. This is just nuts. The acceleration in this thing. That 0 to 300, by the way, is faster than a Bugatti Veyron. What about the average track time now? Now that it's making just a lot less downforce. 112.68, yeah. That is to be expected. Well, it's still not bad by any stretch of the imagination, but it's 1.8 seconds slower than it used to be. Let's see. How could we increase the top speed other than, you know, increasing quality sliders on aero and transmission? Sure, I know how. Let's give this thing some more power. Because why the fuck not? $866. So now we can rev it higher. 8,300 RPM in a 7-liter V12. That is just... $869 horsepower. 883. The torque curve on this one looks really weird. But you know what am I gonna do? 886. 888, 890, 93, 95, 97, 899, 902, 903, 905, 905 horsepower. Okay. That should get us going a little bit faster. That should also get her going a little bit faster. Okay. Okay, now we need wider rear tires, which you can't get. Need more cooling probably, yes we do. And that gave us 3 more kilometers in our top speed. That acceleration is just nuts. I can't wait for turbocharged V12s. I just can't wait for them. Let's just clock that 0 to 200. There we go. 7 seconds. 7 seconds from 0 to 200. Man, that is crazy. That is faster than some of the, you know, 900 horsepower GTRs out there. That's how quick that is. And those GTRs, they're not fucking around. If only you could actually drive the cars in this game. Yeah, of course I agree, but the devs said that if they're ever gonna do that, which is, you know, way down on the priorities list because it's just such a huge thing to implement. But if they're ever gonna do it, they want to do it properly, and therefore, it would take a long ass time. So this is extremely competitive here in the hyperclass. Yeah, to be expected, I would say. Airfield track, did it get any faster by increasing the power? On the track, that is. Yes, it did. It did, in fact, by 7/10. I'd be scared my cars aren't good at handling, and Tom knows that. Well, maybe you learn. Maybe that'll teach you a little bit about how to set them up a little bit better, so that they handle better. Because what other purpose does test driving have if not trying to find the right setup? What could we possibly do to increase this thing's top speed some more? That won't help us. More aerodynamics quality. That actually helped a lot. 356. Let's go up to +10 here. It is going to be an expensive car either way, so lower suspension height. No, that didn't do anything. It didn't do anything. Okay, that's not quite 300. Let's try that again. .67 seconds from 0 to 300. How fast was the Hennessy Venom GT again? 14 something? So that's the kind of league we're entering right now. We work together with another racing game. Well, I don't know if you could hear what I was just saying, but I was reading out Blazers. Maybe they could one day work together with another racing game. Well, I don't know about that. Maybe, yeah, maybe, but it would be pretty difficult to actually find a capable racing game developer who is willing to do it for them. Yeah, the 1-1 is another category, I think. That car is in a class of its own, but yeah. Apart from the 1-1, the Hennessy Venom GT is not that far off of this car. But remember, this is 2004, and we don't have turbos for V12s yet, so. But because he kind of challenged me at this point, more power, add stickers and a fan and a fart can. Yeah, sure, of course. Okay. Well, we didn't name this engine yet. This is the 2004 V12 large 48 valve. 12 4812 GVL. Gran Turismo has got some very advanced technology as they made it possible to make your own tracks and make them exactly how you want. Yeah, that's really cool. Unfortunately, I don't have access to Gran Turismo. I've never played it, and I don't have a modern PlayStation. At least I have a PlayStation 2. But that's not really that kind of stuff that you want to play Gran Turismo on, and you can't even play the newer ones on it. Let's go for like a I don't know, 6.5 liter turbo. Yeah, 6.5 liter twin turbo V8 now. And because you've challenged me on the acceleration front, I'm just gonna try and beat the 1-to-1. Spoilers, I don't know if I'll be able to actually beat it. It might be possible for me right here with this car. But maybe not. I don't like the PS4. I decided if I was to upgrade, it would be a PC. Yeah, it is certainly better to invest in a better PC, in my opinion, because games always perform better on the PC. No matter what you're saying right now, no matter what they advertise, just the games just always perform better on the PC if you have a decent PC. I've got to go and have a dinner. Bye. See ya. Have a good one, and have a good 2016. Hope to see you again soon. And yeah, we're gonna be making a lot of power here. Yeah, for that we need just a lot more boost, and for that we need lower compression. Good. Oh well. Wait, why is the... Why is it hitting its peak power so early? Oh, it's because the compressor size. And the turbine size. And now we are knocking on heaven's door, of course. Oh yeah, the small turbine size made it so we were using a lot less run. I speak a little German and I want to learn more, but have a great okay. It is in Dutch. Well, Dutch is a different language from German. Of course, we also need quality in the head section on this one. And we are gonna reduce the RPM limit to 8,000 like we did on the other one. However, yeah, turbo is gonna take forever to spool up, but in this case, I don't think it matters too much, because once it's going, it's going. Like, once it goes, it flies. Oh, also we need, yeah, now we need more cooling for this thing. Sure, let's give it some big old side vents. tables are not big enough yet. So for that reason we are gonna add some more right there. Okay, they're already starting to starting with the whole firecracker shenanigans. And that's gonna be a little bit annoying. I unfortunately can't turn that off. So if it's loud, I apologize, but there's not really much I can do. Right. Now we're gonna be making just a lot more top speed. Also, this thing doesn't even oversteer. Naturally, at least. So let's see. 0 to 300 in 11.82 seconds. Oh, we're getting close. We are getting very close. Let's see. If we... Yeah, we just tweak this engine some more. Give it a little bit more fuel. A little bit of a bigger turbine. And then increase the compression ratio by 1 more point. That should be enough. Oh wait, the exhaust is restrictive now. No, it isn't. And yeah, it does make a lot of wheel spin. But did you expect anything else? Yep, now we've beaten it. 11.48, and that is clearly 300 kilometers an hour. Yes, we got it. Top speed is lower though, but I don't care. It was about plane acceleration this time. You can see that starting in third and fourth gear, like, this thing really takes off. That's gotta feel like you're sitting in an airplane, to be honest. Especially with that turbo noise. It is just absolutely fantastic how fast this thing goes in the higher gears. Oh yeah, we need more cooling. Are we still gonna beat it? I think we are. Yeah, we are gonna beat it. Still. I'd be scared shitless in that thing. Me too, probably. Especially with a drivability of 9.1. Taking this thing through a corner would be... It would require a set of, balls of steel. It just reached 260 kilometers an hour before braking for the first turn on the effort track. Like, that alone is just absolutely nuts. Wow. Yeah, I guess that's gonna be the twin turbo V8 version then. How much power are we making now? It's 1,342 horsepower. Dropping goodness. Yeah. Alrighty then. So I guess that's this car then.